Welcome to Beans and Twinkie.
On tonight's show, self-sabotaging, clingy waiters, and a 4-course dinner.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back.
Hi. So as we were saying a season ago, how's it going? Oh, we have listener Kate joining us. Evidently, she wants to be part of the show. She's like,
Always.
I'm not missing out this time. So, what are we drinking? Are we drinking anything special tonight? What's going on?
No, I think you're on the low budget Campo Viejo, a nice $11 bottle from the local grocer. But
Fancy.
delicious once it gets a little air.
That's
Yes.
correct. A lot of air.
Yes, and I will be on the Pellegrino owing to some Botox shots for my migraines. So I'm still got a couple days before I can
That's
hit
why
the
we're
bottle.
that's why we're not cheering.
That's why we're not toasting.
Because it's
We would toast.
it's a big faux pas. It's bad luck actually to cheer with
Water.
With water.
Right.
Even though it's bubbly water
It is bubbly.
and it has a last name, we should probably skip it.
Okay,
All right, so this is season 2. Welcome to season 2 of Beans and Twinkie.
so exciting.
We took a little break, but we're back. So tell us, you pimped a couple topics at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. So our friend, who's one of our greatest listeners, we call her Vegas, is dating somebody new. You told me this.
Yeah, that's correct. We wouldn't give the name.
No, we're not going to give any names. But all you said to me is that you asked her, how's it going? And she's like, yeah, well, he might be too nice.
Right. That's why I asked you, because
Yeah.
in guy world, I don't understand this.
Right.
Because if a girl's too nice to me, I'd be like, well, that sounds fun.
Right. Yeah.
But
I think
explain from the
okay.
girl's point of view.
Kind of what I thought is that our Vegas friend is a very independent woman, homeowner, has worked her way up in her career, brand new pool, dog.
And she's been single for quite a bit, so I
Yeah.
don't know if that also adds to it.
I think it does. I think
Okay.
it does. And maybe she just hasn't dated that much recently because of, number one, there's been a pandemic, but also that she was just a little jaded maybe. And now to meet a nice guy, she's like, whoa, do I deserve this? Maybe I'm going to sabotage myself because this guy is so nice, I probably don't deserve it.
Okay.
But then again, there's also the too nice where maybe he's never going to have a backbone and have an opinion during a conversation or a heated debate. Maybe she's always going to roll over and be like, I love you so much. You're like you do for me. I love you so much. Whatever you say goes. So that's kind of what
Just
I'm
like
hearing.
that. Just like that.
But she could also maybe communicate with him to make sure he's going to have that opinion and going to be able to hold his own ground. Maybe she should bring up politics or hockey or something like that just to see if he has a team or, that might help her decide if he's going to just be a pushover or not.
True. Mm-hmm. So, I guess girls don't like a pushover.
No, I don't like a pushover.
Okay.
No.
Well, you can only speak about yourself.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. That's true.
You don't like a pushover.
I don't.
You like somebody that pushes back, but not a lot, just enough.
Well, I like somebody with a growth mindset. Therefore, they're not just set in their ways. They're open-minded and they can have a conversation, not a fight about something. So if we were to differ on XYZ, it wouldn't just be like, well, you're wrong.
Oh, I always differ on XYZ.
I know you do. But rather than saying you're wrong, like this is how it was raised, this is how we're going to do it, maybe you could say, help me understand why that's important to you.
Okay.
Or tell me why you think that. Or what facts do you know to substantiate that? Versus just saying like, you're wrong, we're done talking about it, I don't like this.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what would be your advice to her is just try to have an adult conversation?
Yeah, I would say just maybe have a high-level conversation and just see where he weighs in on that, or maybe stalk his social media, and then you'll know where he stands.
And
on
by
it.
the way, this is unsolicited advice. She never asked. I just figured we would
It's
talk
just
about
conversation.
it. Yeah.
It's just conversation.
Yeah.
And we're not trained professionals. This is just for entertainment.
This
is a lifestyle channel.
Well, we're professional amateurs.
We are professional amateurs.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So what happened this weekend? Did you have fun?
I had a great weekend. We
Yeah.
had a really nice weekend. We had a lot of time together, and fortunately, teen Twinkie was with us, and we dined out Saturday.
She's really close to losing the title of
I know.
Teen Twinkie.
Yeah, she's 17. high school senior, and she's not in a relationship right now, so she has a little more time for mom.
But she did have a relationship for a
She
bit.
did. She had a year-long
And
relationship.
How is Twinkie with Teen Twinkie dating?
Oh,
Are you okay with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it. I thought that, I mean, it was a nice boy with, his goals were in keeping with my daughters as far as their education, and they traveled together a lot, and the families, like, we got along, and it was, unfortunately, not the best breakup, but if it's your first, it's never going to be easy.
Is there a good breakup?
There's really never a
Right.
good breakup. Probably not. So anyhow, she had tennis matches. We were at a tournament all day Saturday. It was like 7 hours of my life I can't get back. But I did enjoy myself with her. But then you took us out to dinner because she wanted to go.
We went to one of our favorite places.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my Cheers. They always know my name, but it's private. It's kind of cool because nobody really. Chances of us bumping into someone.
Well, we have twice.
There?
Yeah, we have twice.
Oh, we have?
Yeah. People, that I would speak to that you would just know by their face.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just twice. But I mean, we've been going there for years, and it was a wine club, like the wine club membership. So we go pick up your wine. They would have the wine tastings and music.
And now they turned it more into a full bar
Restaurant
Yeah.
with a large bar,
Right.
a full, like, all cocktails.
Still delicious though.
Oh my gosh, the food was amazing.
We're not gonna pimp it, but if you guys want to know, send us
Reach
an
out to
email.
us.
Email at beans and or it's big. How would you say it?
Beans and Twinkie.
Twinkie.
And Twinkie.
Mm,
It's just
Twinkie.
an N, or just type out and.
Yeah,
Right.
it works both ways actually.
Yeah, it
So beans and Twinkie .com, and then we
okay.
can reply.
Oh,
Let you know
most
what
definitely.
let you know what bar that is.
We're always happy to share the details,
And
etc.
if you guys don't get an email reply within a good amount of time, blame Twinkie because she's going to be in
Oh
charge.
no, you'll get it quickly. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. So anyhow, we're at this lovely restaurant, and it's not busy. There's maybe 4 or 5 tables that we
Yeah.
can see with
Sure.
folks seated, and there's a waiter there that we've never seen before.
Shall we call him Mustachio Boy?
I call him Mustache.
Mustachio Man. He was no boy.
No, he was
was-
he was a man, but
he
he
was
was
a man.
still he was probably in his 30s, late 30s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, his skin was
But the mustachio was
really
kind of
nice.
grayish.
You
think that mattered?
I think it was wax in it because he was trying to do the handlebar look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I felt like his skin told a different story. He was a little
Okay.
bit younger.
All right.
Yeah. But he was clingy.
Yes, he was, and not towards the right person. And by that I mean he wasn't clingy towards Beans, or he wasn't clingy towards Twinkie. He was clingy towards
Tween. The
Tween?
teen. The
Tween?
teen twink.
Teen Twinkie.
Teen Twinkie.
Yeah, he
yes.
was
Oh.
all about a 17-year-old.
He couldn't stop talking to my girl. Let's talk about tennis. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about college. Let's talk about my 5-year-old daughter.
Not only that, but he would come over.
Yes. Please show.
He would pour. For the people not watching, you may have to explain a little bit.
Yes.
But he
so
would,
we had a bottle of wine, and we still had wine in our glasses.
he would do that.
He would come over and put a splash in and talk to my daughter.
5 minutes later,
Not even 5. It was like 2 minutes. He'd come back because he thought of something he wanted to talk to her about, and we'll come back and just hit that splash. But then,
yeah, like don't give me
weirder
a
than
splash, give me a
anything,
fucking pour.
he just disappeared.
Oh, the cops showed up.
No, well, maybe in the back.
Maybe, I don't know.
But he just completely disappeared, and this other waiter came in who I like to call Lion King, owing to his hair.
Like,
It was kind of
do
like
you think-
Lion King meets Fabio. I
did-
can't believe it's not butter.
You did call him Lion King.
I did.
You did.
Yeah. And he was really into being a waiter. He was definitely at the top of his waiter game, but he wasn't waiting on us. Nobody waited on us.
No, not after Creepy left. Mustachio
Yeah,
Man.
Mustachio left.
Yeah.
So, but I'm almost offended because he liked us so much. He didn't even say goodbye.
Maybe he didn't. He couldn't. I don't know. Now, real quick, I know it's not related to this, but
Okay.
we'll get back to this.
Okay.
There was another creepy guy that you guys saw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, let's not pretend. 17-year-old girls are absolutely beautiful, and they're all tall, and the clothes that they wear right now are
Not
extremely
all tall. Like when I was 17, I was not tall.
Yeah. I peaked at 5'4", I think, in the 5th grade, and I never grew taller.
I peaked in the 4th grade.
Yeah, but my teen is like 5'9" and long legs, and she's fit and beautiful blonde hair and just eyes that won't quit. So we go into this brand new little taqueria
Oh,
place.
that's where it was. That's right.
You can't remember?
That's right. Yeah, that's at the taco joint.
So you told me about this taco
I wasn't
place,
there for that
but
one.
you weren't there with
yeah.
us. So my daughter and I go into the taco place, and there's a mature gentleman, a little overweight, sitting at the tiny little bar there with a beer. And he's, kind of angled to face the cash register. So we're there ordering, and I see, he's close enough for me to see completely that he is just burning holes through my daughter's entire body up and down. He's searching up and down.
The fact that you can see it.
I know it was hardcore.
Yeah.
And then he kind of looks me up and down, not as much as baby girl because her back is to him. And so we place our order, and I lean into my daughter and I say, "Sugar, go sit at the picnic table because I'm going to kick a motherfucker's ass right now.
Oh.
This is on. Like, this man is a creeper."
You're like, hold
And
my
baby
gold.
girl is like, "I'm just going to stare back. It's okay." I said, "Well, when you stare back at his crotch and look saddened." Because this is bullshit. Like, man, like, take your look and drink your beer. Like, this is pedophilia. Leave my daughter alone.
That
so
is creepy.
So anyhow,
Like if it was a
finally he left.
17-year-old guy checking your daughter out, would you have cared? Because that's more normal.
Well, honestly, I probably would have spoken up sooner with a boy. I'd have been like, "Hey, where do you go to school?" Like, I might have had a conversation. But old creeper dude, I wanted no part of that. I just wanted to call the cops.
Right.
Or deck him,
But I'm just saying, if it was like a 17-year-old checking out
wouldn't
your
have-
daughter,
we would not have felt
it's
threatened.
Like it's somewhat normal and it's age appropriate, right?
Agree.
Right.
Agree. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it mostly it had to do with the age.
Yeah. He was just, he was
Yeah.
even
Ugh.
way too old for this.
Creepy.
This lady. So yeah, there was that.
Okay.
It's like the two creepers, and we're done.
So now going back to the place that we
The
went
restaurant.
to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you had a different story that you wanted to share about four cheeses
Oh my golly. The
or
full
four course
dinner.
4 course. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I love it when my daughter comes out to the restaurant with me because it's the one time we actually eat a whole meal. Normally, it's just a grab and go at my house because it's just the two of us and neither of us eats the same thing. So we're thrilled
True.
that she's got this big pasta bowl and she asked for extra Parmesan and
yeah.
you and I are sharing some.
But you mentioned because she asked for extra parm.
Yes.
And you mentioned that she could have used a bowl of it.
She could have.
But they brought just a teeny tiny little.
Yes.
What are those called? I forget.
It was like a sauce container, like you
Yeah.
would put ketchup in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very, very tiny.
It was tiny.
Like, bring the wheel out. Carve some cheese.
She didn't get that.
Yeah. So you and I are hitting the pork belly.
we did pork
and
belly.
We had olives, and we had the sea bass. We shared
Chilean
the sea
sea
bass.
bass.
So delicious. Oh my God.
We have a thing for Chilean sea bass.
We love Chilean sea bass. And Beans is not known for like eating huge meals in front of me. It's very rare that he eats a lot of food. 'Cause
True.
We usually share.
Yeah, that day I had a sausage McMuffin and a quesadilla.
Because I
So-
wasn't with him because I was
So
at tennis.
I was hungry.
Yeah. And I'm no lie, I hadn't eaten a lot at tennis either. I
Right.
had drank an entire Stanley thermos of coffee, black coffee, and I think it had a little grab bag of Cheetos and some sunflower seeds that I brought
A
myself.
Stanley thermos for you millennials, that would be a Yeti.
Similar to a Yeti,
Yeah.
but still called the
It's the
Stanley.
old school
Yeah.
Yeti.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking we're just getting a dessert to share because, my daughter's out and she likes dessert, you like dessert. And then all of a sudden, Beans is like out of nowhere, "I could go for some cheese." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I could use some cheese, and I look
at
at
a charcuterie board.
I look at Teen Twinkie. She's like, I could use some cheese. Twinkie's like, well, yeah, maybe one or two.
I could have a bite of cheese.
We get the biggest spread they have: 4 cheeses, meats,
4 meats, bread.
nuts, fruit.
Oh gosh.
We killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was almost embarrassing.
It was almost
and we still got
we still
dessert.
got dessert. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, because Teen Twinkie was like, so we
Yeah.
still getting.
That-
I'm like,
about the creme
yeah,
brulee.
line them
About
up.
the creme
Yeah,
brulee.
it's fine.
It was such a fun night, though,
Yeah.
and we got so much comedy from it. But the food was delicious, nonetheless.
Yeah, the food is great at that
Yeah.
place.
So, I mean, no more will we just have an entree. We will have a 4-course meal.
Well, that day we were hungry.
We were starved.
We were. I don't know that I've been that hungry in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And baby girl and I mean, we drove like 40 minutes to get where we were going. 40 minutes home. Plus, she played 3 tennis matches.
Yeah. So you drove to Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was far. Well, she drove
from our house in Malibu. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, not Malibu.
Not Malibu.
No, okay, sorry.
No, not Malibu.
I gotta keep the listeners guessing.
Yeah.
By the way, so not tomorrow, next week.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna come at them live.
Yes.
So we're gonna be live on YouTube.
Okay.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and they're gonna be able to do the chat.
Yeah, I love the chat.
We are going to have a live chat.
It. And or you can email questions prior
ahead
to
of time.
next
Sure.
Tuesday at 7.
We didn't want to do it today because nobody kind of knew about it. So
we're just launching.
Surprise!
It's a relaunch party tonight.
Not sorry, the new term is a reboot.
A reboot.
It's a reboot.
Whatever.
Whatever.
That's like collaborate, wheelhouse,
and listen.
All those things are
collaborate and listen. That's not. That's old school. That's not new. That's old.
Funny.
What else do we have? You did something this weekend, this Sunday. You tried something for the very first time. How was that? Tell us what you did and how was it?
Baby girl, if you're listening, please shield your ears. Please shield your ears. Although this is a very legal item. So Sunday,
now it is, yes.
We decided that we were just going to have a lazy day and hit the pool.
And we did. If you guys don't know this, Sunday was very cloudy.
I know. It wasn't a hot day.
So we had to wait it out, kind of hoping that the sun would break. And I think it was like noon when we're like, fuck it, it's not going to come out. So let's go to the pool.
Hot tub.
Let's go to the hot tub instead of the pool.
Hot tub.
And we did. We hung out there for quite a while.
With a cooler full of seltzers.
What are they called?
Ashland.
Ashland.
Oh, yeah, I like that brand. It's made in San Diego. So we like to keep it local and support local. Delicious. So anyhow, we basically drank a lot at the pool. And then we drank a lot to be in a hot tub because it's dehydrating you the whole time. You're burning calories and I never got out.
And you're peeing in it. So.
Well, that's for another episode. Nonetheless.
Episode 7, how much have you peed in a pool?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the way, we need a show title. So if we come across something funny, remember that will be our show title.
Okay, let's see if you remember that.
Okay.
Einstein. You don't even remember half the stuff we're talking about right now, and that was this weekend.
Wow, she's parting my fucking hair, Einstein.
All right, so the thing is, baby girl's school was closed on Monday for a teacher day. So she wasn't even gonna be home. She was staying at a friend's house all night.
Traveling.
So this one has got me in an inebriated state.
By this one,
Beans.
Yeah.
And his devil on my shoulder is like, you should try a gummy. Because we've been talking about it off and on for years.
Not a gummy bear.
No, a happy gummy.
A happy gummy, yes.
A happy gummy.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I have another dear friend that's like, you should really try this. I think it would help you sleep, et cetera, whatever.
It does help sleep.
But I didn't know that. I thought this one was just happy.
Well, this is we're
going to get to that.
I have two. Mm-hmm. So I have the happy gummies, what I like to call the happy gummies, because when you watch Ridiculousness and you pop one of those, all of a sudden you're laughing your ass off.
Yeah.
Then there's the nighttime ones. If you pop one of those 30 minutes later, good night. The next thing you know is the alarm is going off.
Oh, gosh.
And you sleep right through anything.
Yeah.
It's great because I have an amazing ability to fall asleep, but not stay asleep.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Those help me a lot.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
So you tried the happy one.
So I took the happy gummy, and then I don't remember much except eating some sausage. And then
she did.
It was not a bean sausage.
Ow! How was the sausage? Was it good?
From a restaurant, and it was delicious. But I remember eating the sausage, and then all of a sudden it's 11 at night, and I'm waking up on your sofa with you, and I'm like,
I was passed out too.
I'm like, I still got to go home. I have a dog. True. She hasn't had dinner, and I'm feeling terrible. And I'm like,
you could have brought her a sausage.
And I was like, what? No, that sausage was ours. I had the meat sweats.
She ain't sharing. She's like, fuck you. Sorry, Penelope.
Because we ate the cuchinita 4 days in a row. Cochinita, whatever.
Cochinita.
It's coochie to me.
Cochinita.
So lots of meat. And then I take this gummy and I'm thinking, well, I don't even remember being happy. I just remember being asleep for 4 hours on the couch.
No, you were laughing for a while. And then you went night-night.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you
wanna,
were giggly for a
but I
very
hadn't
long
slept
time.
a lot in the
Right.
entire week,
Right.
and then all the drinks at the pool.
Right. I
or
think
the
it
hot
was
tub.
combination of not a lot of sleep,
Yeah.
the gummy, and the alcohol.
Yeah.
But if you do one and not all of them,
Oh yeah.
it's different. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm willing to try it again because the next day I just was a little off, a little foggy, and that wasn't seltzer. Like I've had that much seltzer before, so I feel
Must
like
have been the roofie that I gave her. Yeah.
I definitely appreciate a nice
Yeah.
roofie.
Nice roofie.
I
You're
like
like,
the mysterious roofie.
you never know where it's gonna go.
I just never want it in public.
She just remembers the sausage.
Stop it! I messed that all up.
I missed that
It's
all.
like you being carded, and I was like, oh god.
Oh yeah, I love it when that happens. It's
You just get carded
good.
way too much. And then
look
they
at
never
me.
ask me for mine. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm his guardian. He's out for the day.
Sorry, ma'am. Can we check your child's ID? I'm like, Damn right. All right. So, why don't you tell us about our sponsors?
Our sponsors, I would love
Yeah.
to. Shop Amazon and support the show at the same time. If you use Amazon to do your shopping, do us a favor and go to beansandtwinkie.com, scroll down to the bottom of any of our pages and click on the Amazon link. Same Amazon service, same Amazon price, but you support the show at the same time. Go to beansandtwinkie.com and click on the Cassidy link. It is the social community for couples. We like to call it the swinger-friendly hookup site, and you get a free 30-day trial for clicking through Beans and Twinkie. If you would like to donate to Beans and Twinkie, please check out our website.
Buy us a beer.
Cup
Sorry,
of coffee.
wine. Good wine. Actually,
This wine's affordable, actually.
pay our rent. Shit, if we're aiming high, buy us a jet. We would like a private jet. Fuck a beer. We just.
I need a self-driving car.
I would love a jet. I don't know where I'm going, but I would love one.
You will love a jet. I don't think it matters. If you have a jet, you can go any place you want. Yeah, I think you just told the pilot, surprise me.
Surprise. Well, actually, I would want to fly it.
Okay. I'll be here. I'll be at home.
I'll be at home.
Running all this. That's what I'll be doing.
But imagine live from, and it fill in the blank. Like every episode could be from somewhere new and different.
Oh, I thought we were going to be up in the jet. I'm like, are we going to have Boingo? Are we going to have that
Boingo?
connectivity?
Oh, no, I meant
connectivity.
new destination every week.
Oh.
Imagine that.
It took you 2 days to set this up for this?
Well, I had a short notice, but
Yes.
you'll see next week. Tippy
Seamless.
top. Tippy
Seamless.
top.
Okay. 'Cause
Tippy top.
I'm like, he's really good at setting all this up and he's fairly organized, but he's
didn't-
very focused. Therefore, I get left out.
Oh.
Twinkie does not like to be left out.
Oh.
Yeah. So
All
I
right.
just sat here and pet the dog.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Kate's happy.
You have something called Bon Jovi.
Oh, Bon Jovi probably wishes he was linked to this.
Okay.
Yeah. This is.
Tell us what that is. I'm not sure how to pronounce it or how to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I've
what
already
it is.
mentioned that I had the Botox for migraines. Because I
Correct.
have a lot of migraines from my I used to have a lot, yeah, and now I have these wonderful remedies, and they make my life so much easier.
Right.
So before I had the Botox, there was the shot called a Jovi. And my neurologist is like, oh, come in for this Ajovi shot. It should help you. And I mentioned it to my daughter. My daughter was like, oh, my God, the Olympian swimmers use this. A couple of them like, oh, it must work.
For the same reason?
For the same, yeah, migraines. So I go to her office thinking I'm getting this shot, like a COVID shot or something. No, it goes in my stomach.
Like a rabies shot.
And it was a lot of juice. I couldn't see it, but it stayed in there way too long. It was not a Botox.
And did it hurt like a bitch?
It didn't feel great. And then it got burny hot. It got a little burny hot. But it worked.
That doesn't sound
really
pretty.
well. It worked really well.
So after the shot,
Yeah.
nothing.
Headaches? No, I think I only had one or two. And that
Which
was
is-
just from eye strain if I had to read too much or
But
something
how
like
many
that.
did you have before?
Oh, I always have, and gosh, Well, I would have a headache and it would last for 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So much
like,
better.
12 days out of the month I had a migraine.
Okay.
So
Yikes.
this stuff is amazing.
So this is crazy.
This is a godsend.
So now you asked Beans to do what?
So here's the thing. Now that I've had the Ajovi shot once, I can alternate it with the Botox and add on the Ajovi back and forth. So they're going to ship the Ajovy shot to my house.
Oh, shit.
And I just need somebody to stick it in my stomach if I can't do it myself.
Wow. And she asked yesterday.
I looked at my daughter and I'm like, I don't think that's you. And she's like, oh, no, that's Beans. That is Beans all the way.
I like that she almost slipped. I was waiting for that to happen.
I don't have to drink.
We don't have that rule, but we can come up with stupid shit like that.
We can.
Yeah, I'm afraid of needles, but I mean, if you need it, I guess I can give it a shot.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Could we have a fight just before? So I just...
It's like Pulp Fiction.
I'm like, Doug,
I got to tap out.
have you a Ajovy shot, you motherfucker?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
You'll feel it on your spine. You're like, holy shit, what the hell did he do?
That would be awful. I think we could ice it. I mean, if I lay down, we ice it. You do it. I've had maybe a seltzer or something. Then it won't be as traumatic as like I was in her store, in her office.
I'm like, where'd you go? Where'd you get this done, Claire's? Were you also getting your ears pierced? What the fuck?
Yes.
Got your shop
in a tiny little purse. No, I'm just standing up in her office, and I'm like, I don't think you understand. Needles make me pass out. She's like, oh, sit down. She has the beautiful German accent. You sit down. And I'm just like, lean back in a chair.
Wait.
What?
I've never heard such a thing as a beautiful German accent.
I like to listen to her speak. I like to...
French.
She's like my little...
British.
No.
Sure.
No, she's like
Germans
my little...
sound angry.
Dr. Ruth. She sounds like Dr. Ruth.
Well, she had a cute voice, but her accent wasn't necessarily pretty. Like, German is just strong. Like, it always seems like they're mad.
She's soft.
Kind of like
she's
Russian.
Soft. She's soft-spoken. She's just lovely. I really do. I just really like her a lot. I do. All right. So anyhow, yeah. I like her
By the
voice.
way, I'm enjoying the new spinny chairs, and I'm taking them for a spin. So if you guys have seen me spin a lot, it's because I'm enjoying the motion.
They're better than the tall bar stools.
Correct.
Because those were not comfortable.
We're trying a few new things.
A couple new things. It's nice.
Talking about trying new things, you had shishitos a while back.
Oh, yeah. One time I was here at Beans Casa, and
It's a Chateau de Beans.
The Chateau de Beans. Mm-hmm. Also known as Beans House. So he cooked the shishito peppers.
Correct.
And I mean, I'm all for some flavor because you've made me plenty of entrees before that had peppers in it, and the chilaquiles.
More Mexican food, but this one was
yeah.
If anybody doesn't know what a shishito pepper would be, could you explain that for my sister in Nebraska?
Yeah. Thank you. It's a long green pepper. And they usually sell them in the grocery store in a cute little carry bag, kind of like they do the organic apples. Just grab it and go.
And they really just look like serrano peppers.
If you know,
if you're familiar with that, it's just really looks like it would be a spicy motherfucking pepper.
Or not spicy. To me, growing up in the country, it looks like okra.
Okra.
Okra. If I'll show you okra one day,
I have no idea what that is.
It's the same kind of shape and
to
size.
me, it looks like a serrano pepper.
Because that's what you were raised with.
Right.
Yeah.
But serrano peppers bring it. This one is it's just like eating like a bell pepper 90% of the time. Oh. You can get lucky or unlucky, however you want to think of it, and take a bite and it's going to fucking hurt. But otherwise, you just pop them in your mouth. And they don't taste like any. I mean, they do have good flavor.
I love
you
the
roast
flavor.
them, you add salt,
and then a little oil and salt, roast them in the pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Popular.
Good.
Yeah. My teen Twinkie did get a hot one that day, too.
And she doesn't eat spicy food.
No, she wasn't into it then. Now she is. But, I mean, that thing set her mouth on fire. She will never eat another shishito as long as she lives.
But what happened when you were here?
Oh, my gosh. So I'm here, and, I mean, I am a little bit of an anxious person. I mean, things get to me, claustrophobia, things like that. So I'm sitting on Bean's couch, and I go, I think I gotta go home. Like, I am feeling very anxious. I'm really nervous. Like something's off. I need to go home right now. Mm-hmm. And what did you say? I
said, that's heartburn. And she's like, what is heartburn? I'm like, exactly what you're experiencing right now.
That's awful. Who the hell wants heartburn?
Nobody likes it. Nobody requests. Nobody goes to the doctor, hey, can I get a little heartburn? No.
But what are the other things? Is it from spicy food?
Yeah, spicy food. Yeah.
I've never had it before.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! I was like, I'm gonna go home and maybe have to call 911, but I'm doing it from my house.
Now, it would have been awesome had you called 911. Like, I'm having a heart attack.
What did you eat
Ma'am,
today?
take some fucking Tums.
I know.
Peace out. We'll send you a bill.
And you know what? Since that day going forward, I have just mowed Tums. Anytime something feels off, I'm gonna hit some Tums.
Good.
They're a good go-to.
Yeah.
They're a really good go-to.
That sounds like you need to do it all the time.
Well, I do. But we made shishitos last night.
Last night we did.
Mine were all fine.
I had a spicy one. It was like, now I take a little
test?
a little bite.
Just the tip?
Because before I used to just pop them.
No.
No. You got to
Probably
check
'cause
them
you were
out.
out of Tums
and
here.
Then, no, you gave me a bag. You found the bag.
I found a bag of Tums for you.
You said, "Oh, this bag was given to you by me." It was I believe it had Tums and like wipes or something.
Oh, the wet wipes. Yeah. Those
something
were
like
in there.
that.
Those were in there. Yeah. There's like one of our travel bags for, Hollywood or something.
For Hollywood, yes.
Hollywood, yeah.
Speaking of Hollywood, you wanted to talk about transgender faux pas?
Yeah. So
Tell us more about that.
welcoming of all communities.
Oh, no, we like-
LGBTQ plus. Like I am so down.
LMNOQ,
Yeah.
RKTP, whatever you want to identify yourself as. Cool.
Completely fine. But sometimes you're just a little shocked. And this could have been by any human being. It could have been by any human being, but it caught me by surprise because I was at my friend's work event.
Okay.
And it's outdoor,
Okay.
like barbecue theme. Outdoor, but it was
Summertime.
a nice place. It was summer. It was hot. It was really hot. And I was helping her set up this event and we're having a great time. And all of a sudden, there is a woman there, and she's just wearing this really interesting, like butter yellow polyester dress, hits the knee, kind of an odd short sleeve, really thick white pantyhose, like old time nurse pantyhose or compression hose, and some beat up, like black flat.
I had forgotten about this story until you started again.
Yeah.
Now I know what. Yeah.
Yeah, because your recall is wretched. Nonetheless, this outfit, I am just like, I have to ask my friend, like, what is going on here? Because this fashion, it's like Harlem Church meets nurse meets 1980 flats from 8th grade. Like it was just very random.
And is this woman blonde, brunette? What are we
I think
I just want a full description.
It was kind of like an auburn. It was a little bit of longer hair.
Auburn. Okay, so
And-
for my sister in
Nebraska.
What is Auburn?
Between like brownie red.
Brownie
Brown
red.
and red.
Okay.
Yeah, and when the sun hits it, it gets that little red
Okay.
kind of tinge. It was pretty.
So like a dark ginger.
Oh no,
No?
I wouldn't ever say ginger like that.
Okay.
No. But nonetheless, I asked my friend. I said, "What? Just tell me about that." It turns out that is a gentleman becoming a woman, and I'm like, "That's really cool. I like that."
But
But I'm shocked at the fashion sense, the lack of
Yes.
fashion.
yeah,
I just was surprised.
like I said, maybe she's on a budget. Maybe she can't. I would say if like she has big feet, maybe
Yeah.
she can't find good shoes or.
And I understand that
Was she tall?
when I was taller than us, but not like
Well, that
not like my daughter
qualifies.
tall.
Yeah,
No,
qualifies
no.
for anybody.
But when in 1989 in high school, when
Okay.
I worked at a boutique, we had beautiful shoes, and I would have men call me and ask me if they were allowed to come in and try on shoes.
Oh.
And I'm like, a sale's a sale.
You're like, I
Hell
don't
yeah.
care. Buy
Come
all
on
of
in.
them. I don't care.
I mean, and it was odd for me in
And you guys had big ones?
1989. Well, I think we went up to a 10, and some women have a size 10 foot. And they would come in and they would try them on. Occasionally they would buy.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, okay, that's nothing I've ever experienced until that moment.
You're like,
a man
"That's
putting
okay."
on women's clothes.
But you're like,
yeah.
You're going to
But
pay
this-
me? I don't
but
care.
this person is like, they've changed their name. They've gone through the surgeries, and my hat's off to them because that can't feel good,
Mm.
except like mentally excitement. But any surgery doesn't feel good.
Sure.
You know? So then I felt bad because I'm like, oh my God, like we talked about, maybe this person is on a budget or maybe they just like this style. Maybe this is something that they remember somebody else wearing. Like, I really like that look. I want to emulate that look.
Oh, right.
So then I felt like shit. But nonetheless, that's my story about it. And if anybody needs fashion help, I might not be the best, but let's get some Queer Eye up in here because they know.
And my
what
thought
to
is
do.
why the nylons? Like, shave your legs. Like,
Yeah, and maybe they were just
freshly shaven.
Maybe even just shaved, they still looked masculine. I mean, I don't know. Men's legs look different from women's legs.
Sure, but
Yeah.
I say own it.
I would too, but maybe this person is being a little cautious owing to her work environment.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, most definitely in a protected class. So I would say show up wearing whatever the hell you want, right? I mean, yeah.
Thanks
go
for showing
it.
up. But if you need a little advice,
Anyhow.
you can find a better dress.
But you and I both love to go to, we love drag queens.
Yes.
And we love to go to a drag queen brunch and in Palm Springs.
They do have them.
bingo.
They do have them in Palm Springs, and they're fun.
And we love that. And I've watched all the shows and the RuPaul's Drag Race.
I don't like reality shows,
Okay.
so I don't watch that. But yeah, I know you've seen them.
There wasn't as high drama as you would have assumed, but I am so enamored with the makeup and the costume, and they can sew. Like the folks on RuPaul's,
Is that part
they
of
can
the?
sew
Is
for
that part of
themselves.
the contest? You have to sew your own clothing.
Well, sometimes
Or it just
you
helps?
have to make something out of what they have there.
So it
or
helps to know how to
repurpose.
sew.
Oh my
Sew?
gosh, yeah.
Sew.
So it helps
Sew.
to know how to
Sew.
sew. So I'm completely enamored with this show. I can't get enough of it.
Oh,
But I expect that of everybody, and that's not fair.
Okay.
Because then they could be like, well, every white woman should be like this, or every woman over 50 should dress like this. So that was so not fair. So I've learned a lot.
sure. No,
I
that
have
makes
learned
sense.
a lot. You don't box people in. Do
Talking
not.
about boxing you in, you were in a box this weekend
This weekend I was in a box.
or last weekend. I don't know.
Oh, my MRI?
Yes.
Oh, God. Listeners, have you ever had an MRI?
I have.
This was for the listeners, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I have. I was answering the question. Yeah, I have.
So this is the second MRI I've had in my life. But when you get an MRI on your brain, it's extensive. And then when they add in what's called orbits for like behind your eyes and stuff, and they add in contrast, or they give you a shot.
The contrast is a bitch.
Yeah. So I initially went for an MRI a month ago, and I had called and made sure I was going to be in the big open machine. I'm thinking I'm going into this machine. It's going to look like a tanning bed. Like I'm going to lay down, bring it down.
You
I
were
can
hoping
see
you would get a tan as
out.
well.
I can listen to music, whatever.
No.
Because I knew it might be bad, and my doctor had prescribed me basically some opioids or something, but I didn't want to take those. Like I don't want to feel.
A relaxant.
I don't want to feel out of sorts. That's why
But it was a relaxant that he
it's
gave
a
you.
relaxing, yes, but this is why I didn't want to do the gummies, and I fought doing the gummies because I don't like to not feel like myself. Like with alcohol, I can snap out of it like that if I have to. Nonetheless, I go to this MRI place, and they take me back to the room, and I'm, plain Jane. I don't have the opioids in me, the relaxants.
Plain
And
Twinkie.
this guy shows me the MRI machine, and
You're
you're
like-
gonna lay here. Your head goes in this basket.
You're like, the fuck?
And I go, this isn't open. He's like, well, no, it's one size bigger than the other one, but it's not the open one. I go,
Which the hole's still.
it's just
Teeny tiny,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like smaller
they-
than a toilet bowl.
They are.
bowl.
They are.
And I have to put in earplugs, and then I have to put in headphones.
You're
and then I put-
claustrophobic as
And
it
I'm
is.
claustrophobic, and I have to
Right.
put this basket over my head, and then I'm in below my knees, and this is 30 minutes straight, pull me out for contrast, back in for 30 is what I had been told. So I go, you know what? The guy was so amazing. Go, I can't do this. I have to leave. Like, this
You're
is
like,
not
no.
happening. And I paid a friend to drive me there because I can't count on Uber or Lyft to get me to a doctor's appointment on time. And it
And
was
you're not.
far
You're
away.
not driving currently.
I don't drive because of my eyes.
Right. I don't think they do that.
Well, they might not know that.
Okay.
But that's the headaches and the eyes, and this is why I'm getting this MRI done, just to make sure it's the problem we think it is, blah, blah.
The mouse fell off the wheel.
The what?
The mouse fell off the wheel. That's what they're.
Oh, I know.
They're
They gotta
looking at
open
the
me
MRI.
up.
They're like, "What happened to the mouse?"
Shut up. So I rescheduled this thing, and they tell me,
Mm-hmm. Which is how long to wait?
It was just maybe 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not bad because
I know.
Some
I know. But the thing is, I couldn't go to the big machine for what my doctor ordered. I had to go back to the same place I already was at. I should have just got back in the machine
So,
that minute
yeah.
and be like, never mind, I'll just do it.
right because either way you had to suck it up.
Either way, I had to suck it up. But this time, I took the 3 pills. You take a pill, wait 20 minutes, take a pill, wait 20 minutes, take a pill,
Were you
wait
able to
20
play
minutes.
chess on the ceiling?
It was not Queen's
It
Gambit.
was not like Queen's Gambit. It was not
like
a green
Queen's
pill.
Gambit, and it
No
was
green
not.
pills?
It was not that. But
Who's the actress on Queen's Gambit, by the way?
here we go. World. How do I mess this up? Did that actress? That's Ann Taylor-Joy. She looks like Emma Stone. I thought it was Emma Stone. I'm talking to him about Queen's Gambit. I'm like, Emma. He's like, why do you call her
keep
Emma?
calling her
like,
Emma.
Because I can't remember her name in the show. And he's like,
It doesn't
but
matter.
it's not Emma. And I'm like, yeah, well, I remember that. She had that really cool eyeliner and the red hair.
Not
and the
Emma.
big eyes.
She was so sure that it was Emma.
I may have still been high from the MRI pills.
3 days later. Sure. Okay. So
That stuff stuck with me for a bit. That stuck with me.
So you
for a
weren't
bit.
playing chess on the
I was. No,
on the
I
ceiling?
was just laying there and
Did it relax you enough to go in?
yeah, it kept me from going spider monkey.
Okay.
I still was like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this because I have 3 doctors waiting on these results.
The mirror helps.
I kept my eyes closed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I just closed my eyes because I just wanted to zone. I do my mantras. I went through my prayers. I was just
You
Yes.
went through all that. When
Yes.
I did mine, I don't know why. One song came to my head and I sang it, not out loud,
because you can't move.
to my, you
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
But I sang it to myself in my head over and over and over again. And I don't know why.
Were you on a relaxant?
No,
Oh, you're straight up?
straight up.
Not even a drink.
I was sober like a, who's sober?
Like me today?
Yeah, I was sober like Twinkie on a Tuesday. Tuesday the 28th. No, Itsy Bitsy Spider came to my head.
Oh, dear God.
But
That's really weird.
But that saved my life. I was just like, okay,
You had to go
concentrate on the
back-
song.
go back to your
Concentrate on the song.
childhood comfort.
But I don't know why I
And
went
you're
there.
so scared of spiders. We said we would never talk about them on the show, and now you're bringing it up.
Itsy Bitsy though.
Oh,
Itsy
well,
Bitsy.
like you like a tiny one.
It's better than a hairy
You
fucking
would-
like 2 things that shouldn't be hairy: a twat and a spider. That's all I'm saying.
Have you ever tried to wax a spider?
No, I think that bitch would be mad.
Hold still so I can shave you.
Put a strip and pull it.
I think you're gonna get the venom. Oh my God.
PETA, if you're listening, we're kidding.
Oh, PETA, we ate plant-based on occasion, PETA.
I don't fuck them.
It's so good. It's
Piggies
gone
are
so
good.
far.
The cochinita, isn't it good?
The cochinita is delicious.
For my sister in Nebraska who doesn't know what cochinita is,
I know.
we
I
talked
didn't
about
either.
it.
We didn't either.
We didn't know. You didn't know what it was. So it's similar to carnitas with a different flavor. It's more of
Yeah.
southern Mexico, almost like Guatemala.
Okay.
So, and they cook it in a different way. It has different spices, and
Yeah.
isn't it delicious with the pickled onions and
oh,
everything?
God.
And you don't like onions, but the pickled onions are good.
No, I like pickled onions, but they just add like you don't need any salsa.
No, you're good.
You don't need hot
you
sauce.
I need a little hot sauce.
I don't need that. But honestly, I mean, what did I eat? 3 days in a row?
Pretty
Like I
much.
couldn't get enough. Like last week was all tacos and margaritas. I am on probation for like 10 days.
You're on
Thank God the Botox shots helped me because I had no alcohol for 3.
But how about
dry
the
out.
meat?
I still want the meat.
I still want the
I want the
cochinita.
cochinita.
Yeah.
It's so delicious, but I've never even seen it on a menu. It's so rare.
It's not common in the U.S.
Okay.
It hasn't made it. Obviously, now we have it nearby, and it's
Taquero.
actually good.
And the thing is, I can walk there, people. This is on my way to my daily walk.
Well, see, if you walk for lunch and have 2 tacos and then walk back
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because it's uphill,
Yeah.
it's like you didn't eat.
I
cancels
think
each other
It washes it out.
Yeah.
But as long as I stay away from the alcohol.
Well, yeah, they do have margaritas. Oh, and they have margaritas with a straw that has the tamarindo on it. Oh, hells yeah. Oh, and they have free candy to go.
We really need to take a picture of this and post it because I don't think people like this. The straw with the tamarindo.
Okay, so
we're gonna go. We're gonna put pictures on our site.
We'll be there tomorrow. We'll take pictures.
Yeah.
We'll get crunk and then post them on our.
I can't drink tomorrow.
Okay, so then we'll
He'll
go
get
Thursday.
crunk.
We'll go Thursday. We'll get crunk. We'll post pictures on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, our Instagram is on our website, beansandtwinkie.com, and you gotta start posting shit.
It's gonna get real.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Make
I have
it
a
rain.
lot to say. I have so much to say, but I never want to say it on my personal page, even though I only
Oh.
have like 4 followers that are hardly friends.
So
Yeah.
so why? Okay. Why not just
well,
post?
they are my friends, but I just don't have a lot to say. I like a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I like a ton of stuff, and I'll even comment these days. Like,
Sure.
I have stepped out of the comfort zone.
Look at you.
And I'll comment.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just start posting.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll start posting.
I started posting a few things. I was going to post a picture of us.
Oh.
And then work
forgot.
happened.
Oh.
I was at work when I was doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why when I opened my camera, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I was going to post that picture.
I love Instagram. Like, I'm completely hooked. I didn't used to be a grammer or whatever you want to call it, Insta person.
Well, we used to be on Facebook. On season 1, we were live on Facebook and YouTube, but nobody, I mean, aside from my grandma who died 17 years ago, nobody's on Facebook.
I don't enjoy that platform. I just don't enjoy it anymore.
It's just a lot of politics, a lot of bullshit, just people bitching. I don't go on it. So Instagram is fun. TikTok is fun. We may have to post some shit on TikTok.
That might be fun.
Yeah.
I don't go to TikTok except to, if somebody I already follow on Insta posts something there.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll go check it out. But I don't want to, it's just another way to
waste
burn
time.
my day.
Yeah.
Burn my day. Yeah. So I'd much better off
She's busy.
listening to Audible books.
Busy.
Learning. I'm just learning all the time.
She's a busy bee.
I'm learning all the time.
I don't know that the listeners know this, that we went to Cancun last December for your birthday. You had a big milestone birthday.
It was the 5-0 last December. That feels like it was 100 years ago. But we went.
9 months.
Yeah, we went.
9? Yeah.
So-
almost 10 months since we've been there. Yeah.
You better plan in 2 months.
We need to start
again.
going. Well, we were talking about going to New York this time around for our birthdays, but we could switch.
I'd rather go.
We could switch to Paradises.
I'd rather go to Cancun.
That's what I'm saying. We could we could switch to Paradises.
Let's do that.
I'm fine with that.
But you did. He treated me so well. He flew me out. I couldn't go the same day as he went, so I went the next day.
One day after, yeah.
One day after. So our birthdays are a day apart.
Which was funny because, not a lot of people, like this resort is very much couples.
Oh,
like,
very much.
It's like a honeymoon place type of thing. So
or sometimes a girls' trip thing, but it's never all guys.
Sure. But
it's not a golf place.
But when I checked in, they're like, checking in alone? Like, they're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like,
we've been together the last 3 times when we checked in.
Yeah. I'm like, no. She's arriving tomorrow. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It
they
was
knew you
wonderful.
were arriving hard. Like, everybody knew.
Yeah.
And we got, it was your birthday. So tell us
my
about
birthday.
the sushi night.
Oh, God. Well, first of all, I just want to let you know how light I travel. I traveled to Cancun for a 6-day trip with a backpack.
No joke. She had was it the green backpack? Yeah. You had your green backpack, and so this is during COVID. So they're not letting anybody near the airport. I had to stay back, and they're like, "Well, when you see her, you can go get her." I'm like, "Okay." I wish I would have asked what she's wearing. Yeah. So I was just going. So I'm like maybe 100 feet away. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going by hair.
But I sent you a picture of my backpack because I said I packed light.
Yeah, but I'm like, but I was looking for clothing. I'm like, okay. And then I see this girl that looks like she's on a mission. I'm like, oh, that's her. So I haul ass, pick her up. We go back to the resort. We check in. We all that good stuff. So we had sushi
really
night,
warm.
And we told them because
warm.
If you guys don't know, Twinkie's birthday is the 13th, and then mine is the 14th. Of December.
Yes.
So we're back to back. So we were there celebrating our birthdays, and we had a sushi night.
This wasn't the hot night. This was so we like the sushi restaurant, and we always get sake,
it's great.
And they really accommodate to my gluten-free.
Correct. They'll make special stuff.
They totally were rolling out to the red carpet.
Sorry, I forget the name of the sauce. The soy sauce that is gluten-free.
Tea. It starts with
tamari.
a T. Yeah, tamari. Thank you, Shay. Thank you. So anyhow, we're at this back table, just like a 2-seater, kind of far apart, and we'd like to sit next to each other because we talk nonstop.
But at least it was private.
It was kind of in the back.
You could be where everybody kind of passes by.
We don't want to be on the main strip.
No, so it was private. So I was happy.
Yeah, but I think that our butler from the resort had mentioned.
If you stay at this resort, you get a butler.
Yeah, had mentioned to the staff that it was our birthdays, like a combo birthday. And once they realized who we were and where they had seated us.
Shit, we're being some Twinkie.
Exactly.
They're like,
they came up to the table. What did the guy say?
He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. We have a better table if you want to take it." I was already comfortable. I'm like, I'm fine. Twinkie doesn't even
Out of my seat.
let me finish the sentence.
No.
She's up,
Out of my
gone.
seat.
She's like, yep, fuck it, let's go.
It had to be better than that. What I wanted to be beside
And
you.
what did they give us?
Oh my gosh, we had the most beautiful celebration. It was like, was it champagne and sake? It was like some alcohol.
We had sake, we had champagne.
It was food made to order. Like it just didn't stop.
And
this beautiful table.
the
and
table
this
we had
separate
was like
area.
a platform.
Yeah.
It was like the king and queen are dining. Bow down, bitches. Which, by the way,
he loves that.
I love that kind of shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was romantic. It was really thoughtful.
I'm not white, but I have white privilege.
You're welcome.
Deep inside, I have white privilege. I don't know where it comes from because I'm not white, but I have it.
Well, your mom raised you that way.
Oh, my mom has white privilege. She's not white, but she has white privilege.
She's also with a white person.
And she's a Karen.
Oh, his mother is, oh God, she is so Karen. She
was a Karen before Karen came along.
Oh, she was a Karen before white chicks introduced Karen.
So she's so Karen, they need to change the name from Karen to Margarita.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, that woman. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she don't put up with shit.
Love her, but still, yeah.
Yeah, she don't put up with shit.
Nuh-uh. Tell them, do you have time to tell them really quickly about the sangria in Spain?
Yeah.
As an example of how
I was visiting Spain.
Karen
I don't know
she
if it was my first time, second time, but I was visiting Spain and they were showing me that one of their favorite restaurants. It's called Espejo in Madrid. If we ever go, we have to go there. Amazing food.
Okay.
And they have amazing sangria. And you can get a glass or you can get a pitcher. So my mom and I sit down. My stepdad, George, is buying a book across the street. So we sit down, and my mom says, we'll start with a jamón ibérico, and then we're going to have a pitcher of sangria. To which the waiter said, a pitcher? That's a lot of liquor.
Question mark. Judgment.
My mom didn't skip a beat and said, we didn't ask you if it was a lot. We told you to bring it. I'm like, oh, shit.
So you got your sangria with some spit in it.
So then he leaves and my mother says, oh, you better fucking finish this. I'm like, oh, shit. Come on, woman. I'm on vacation. That's my favorite hobby.
And you're not paying for it.
Yeah, probably not. I didn't. And then George joined us. So we're drinking. And I'm like, George, you want another one? She's like, yeah, get another one. Let's do that. And sure enough, he comes back and we're like, we'll take another picture. He was just like, what the hell? Who are these people?
He must be in like his 12-step
I'm
program.
a Mexican, not a Mexican. Fucking Spaniard.
I love that story, but that's so his mother. Like, she's just not even going to make friends with you. Just
fuck off.
Bring me what I asked for. You'll be paid. We'll leave, and we're done. Yeah.
Oh,
there'll be no Yelp review.
He was very judgy, though.
Well, that's just improper.
Right. Like,
it's
if
on
somebody
the menu.
if somebody says, bring me a bottle of wine, okay.
Yeah, bring the bottle of wine.
You don't say, well, are you going to finish it? Who gives a shit?
Well, is Spain similar to the other countries, OUS, that you're not supposed to tip?
Yes.
All right. So it's not even about his tip.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So whether I drink one glass or leave
8 pitchers,
I order 7 pitchers and I leave 8.
Yeah. So his money remains the same.
Yeah. So why does it matter to him?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
he was just a twat.
Maybe he had to go back in the back and make it.
He was the one
squeezing lemons.
He's like, you son of a bitch. Yeah. I drank spit that day. No.
You definitely drank spit that day.
I did. And with that, Twinkie, tell us how they find us.
Please check out our website. Find us on Facebook and YouTube, where you can watch us live, find out more about the show, and join the conversation. We have 2 feeds on iTunes, HD, video, and audio. Subscribe and leave us a review. We are also on Spreaker and the Stitcher Radio app. Feel free to send us an email at beansandtwinkie.com. We read all of your emails, and your email may make it on the show. And of course, on our website, beansandtwinkie.com. Tell your friends about us and share the show. We are live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific.
So that's how you guys can find us. Easiest, beansandtwinkie.com. And beansandtwinkie.com actually works, just so you know.
I feel like I should have just always said just do beans and Twinkie because now you make a big deal of it every single time.
I like.
We're in season 2. Calm down. People know.
Like people from the South are like beans and Twinkie. Got it. Got it.
How
Like do you even
do
like do the hard N, the Twinkie or no? Just say it. Say how you would say
beans
it.
and Twinkie.
Hold on. Let me shut up.
Beans and Twinkie.
Beans and Twinkie.
Beans and Twinkie. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
all
say
right.
beans and Twinkie.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because I do the hard N. Beans and Twinkie. Okay. Both work.
So today
And we have a brand new website. We remodeled the website
you
for season 2.
Thank
Yes.
God, I'm with a techie kind of guy. So I have an iPhone 6S.
Ooh. Tell us about 1995, Grandma.
I love my tiny phone. I can't see it. Let's not pretend. But Siri talks to me, and praise God. But nonetheless, I'm with the techiest of techie
Does she
people.
say get a new iPhone?
That's rude. So this guy over here gets the brand new iPhone every single time. He's on that rolling
I have the plan.
tech nerd program. And I'm fine with it.
I'm
because
sorry, I have the what?
rolling
The
tech nerd.
So I have the
program.
one where you can get a new iPhone every year.
And you just hand back the old one.
I never own an iPhone. I'm leasing the iPhone.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
I own mine outright, just like my car, just so you know. The car
I have
don't
one
drive.
car that I own.
Yes, you do.
It's missing, but
It is definitely missing. You got to check your low jack on that.
different story. I'll
I'll
let you know next week.
We are recording on his new iPhone 13. Is that what we call it? Isn't there more to
It's
it?
a iPhone 13 Pro Max.
It's huge. It's bigger than
That's
a
what
graham
she
cracker.
said.
It's like a shoebox. And it's
But the
it's
camera is
beautiful.
amazing. So if you're enjoying
Yeah.
this video, that's because of the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
But this, again, Einstein over here orders his case for it before it's to arrive the day before his new phone arrives. He orders a case for a 12. I'm sorry, do you not know what generation we're on right now for the phones?
Well, here's the thing. Currently, and you can check this on Amazon. I went to Amazon because I love Amazon.
Yes, we do.
And obviously, if you guys want to help, go to the bottom of any of our pages, click on the Amazon link, and same Amazon service, same Amazon price, but hey, we get a cut. So I went on Amazon and I typed in thin case iPhone 13 Pro Max. As and I'm scrolling, there was only like maybe 10 of them,
Okay.
and then the 12 started showing up.
And
And I
just didn't
clicked
pay
on the.
attention.
I didn't pay attention, so I
Yeah.
clicked on the 12. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It happens.
because I like
It
a
happens.
thin case. So I
But
didn't have a case
you don't-
for
2 days.
3 days.
And
yeah.
that phone is so silky. It's glass.
It's good.
But he's all like, well, I got to be so careful. I go,
I do.
you are raw dogging that phone.
I was
You were
fucking raw dog.
dogging.
No. But didn't it feel nice?
I felt so good.
Oh,
It
it's
felt
like
so
it's like
nice.
sex without a condom. It feels good.
Yeah, it was
but
nice.
you're in danger.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Whenever I would put it in my pocket, I would make sure that I was like
the
around the
grip,
bed
the
or
grip.
like on the carpet.
Uh-huh.
Never
Oh,
on
yeah.
the tile. I'm like, no.
no.
And getting into the car, I'm like, okay.
Gentle.
In the car.
Gentle,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was rough for the
like-
first 2 days.
You needed a bubble wrap.
You've done.
Seriously.
No, what is
Press
it that
and
you do?
seal.
Press
I
and
use
seal.
press and seal.
Yeah, I've
that's
seen an
not
iPhone cover made out of press and seal.
Well, when your cover cracks and you're not going to get it replaced,
You
you
should've-
just use a little press and seal.
You
and
should
it
start
keeps the
an
glass
Etsy-
shards in there, but you can still work the front.
You should start an Etsy account with all your makings of press and seal.
I love press and seal.
Oh, I know you do.
I've patched a broken car window with it to
I'm
keep the spiders
sure
out.
if a car crashed through your living room, you would grab press and seal
would.
and
I
press
would.
and seal
Yeah.
that shit.
Some people use a tarp.
You're like, press and seal.
It doesn't leak. Like, it's my wine cork. I couldn't find that wine cork from the other night. It was still in the wine bottle opener. You didn't, we were so tipsy.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
Oh,
even
okay.
undo it. Anyhow, I do love me some press and seal. And it is nice that you have a
She
phone
does.
case now. So
I do.
we're
I
no
have a
longer
thin
raw
case, but
dogging.
then the good one is coming in like 7 days or something like that.
Yeah,
No raw dogging for me.
that's right.
At least not for the fun. Twinkie, this has been fun.
It's been so fun.
So-
It's nice to be back.
First episode, season 2,
Yes.
or the reboot, or whatever we want to
I
call
hate
it.
that word.
We hate
Yeah,
that
I
word.
hate that word.
We can't cheer with that, but can
We're
you cheers?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cheers. And we'll see you next Tuesday. At what
Yes,
time?
7 p.m. Pacific.
Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be live on what?
Live on YouTube.
YouTube. Exclusively on YouTube. We will be live. If you guys have questions or comments about this episode, send them where?
To our email.
Which is?
At beansandtwinkie.com.
Email.
At Gmail.
Email
at
beansandtwinkie.com.
I'll remember next time. I will. Make sure to subscribe to our channel.
True.
So you get notifications.
We are currently on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Okay.
If we need to submit to something else, we will.
Let us know.
Let us know. If you listen on something else, let us know. I don't know what you listen on, but check it out. All right, Twinkie.
Good night, y'all.
Oh, y'all. I forgot about the y'all. And I'm Beans. And I'm out. Oh, hi, Kate.
From the Angry Beagle Studios, this has been the Beans and Twinkie Show. Keep the emails coming in at email@beansandtwinkie.com. And make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for watching today's show. We'll be back next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. The Beans and Twinkie Show is also available on iTunes, Spreaker, and the Stitcher Radio app. For more information about the show, visit our website, beansandtwinkie.com.